Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another story time. Before we hop into the story time, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunt, or your snack to your man, or sneaking link that you will call them back because Prime just dropped a new video. So as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, today we finna get into some things, okay? So, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. We just finna hop right into this story time. So I was on Jacked because at the time Grindr wasn't really giving for me. Like, I was getting sick of Grindr. I'm just like, Grindr is like the same old shit, the same old people. So let me be on Jacked, see what's new, see what's fresh, see what's popping. I want to see some new faces, meet some new people. Because like, it was getting very repetitive when it came to Grindr, for real.
Where the hood niggas at? Where's the hood niggas at? I'm looking for the hood niggas. Come on. Come with me. I'm looking for the hood niggas. Where's the hood niggas at?
So, I'm on Jacked, and, the first 10 minutes, scrolling through Jacked, this profile, blank profile called BBC messaged me like, hey, what's up? And if you've been watching my videos, y'all know I just don't like these blank ass profiles. So I'm just like, yo, like, where's your face pic at? He sent me like a disappearing photo where like they'll send it, but the photo won't stay up. It'll probably be up. You could probably look at it for like a good... No, that's Grindr. Whereas on Jack, you can look at it, but as soon as you exit out, the picture is gone forever. So I'm looking at the photo he sent me of his face pic. I'm like, he was fine, y'all. Chocolate, dark skinned man. I'm like, okay, he fine as hell. Face pic. But at the same time, he looked familiar. I'm like, where the fuck have I seen this man from? Like, I don't know where I seen this man from, but he looked familiar. So, after he exchanged the Facebook, I'm like, okay, you cute. Like, what's up? What you trying to do? What you trying to get into? Because he was fine. He like, look, I'm trying to fuck. I'm trying to, do this, do that. He told me what he want to do. And, I'm like, okay, cool. Because, I was in charge, and I was going to charge him because he was fine as fuck. Like, I actually wanted to do it with him. I'm like, because I was horny. So I'm like, yeah, like, what's up, I can travel. Can you host? He like, yeah, I can host. I'm like, bet. We exchange nudes, y'all. The dick pic that he sent me, I'm like, it looked good. Like, he had, like, so let me describe the dick pic for y'all. So the dick pic that he sent me, his dick was laying on his, stomach. And I'm just like, okay, like, it looked nice. Like, I couldn't really see, like, how big it was, how small it was. I'm just like, okay, I just knew that it was pretty. Like, okay, we got a pretty, dick. It was cut. That's all I knew. You had a little hair, love that. So I'm like, okay, cool. What's the addy? He like, boom, he sent me the addy. Y'all, I pull up. This motherfucker not responding. I'm like, did this motherfucker just stand me up? Mind you, y'all, I drove a good 25 minutes to get to him. Good 25, 30 minutes to get to him. No gas money, nothing. I'm just like, what the fuck? I know I didn't drive all this way, and this motherfucker finna stand me up. So, I hop on my apps, Grindr and Jack, because I'm like, I'm finna find another hookup, because I'm horny. Like, a bitch is in heat at this point. Like, somebody finna get this nuts. 5 minutes into me, on my other apps, that's when he finally respond back. He like, oh, yeah, my bad, I was taking a shower. I'm like, okay, like, what's up? Like, where you at? Because, the address he gave me was an apartment complex, so... It's not like I could have just pulled up and knocked on the door. So I'm just like, which fucking door is it? He finally give me the fucking door number. I get out my car, walk to the door. It's cold as hell. I knock. A good 30 seconds go by. I'm like, is this motherfucker ignoring me again? So I text him. I'm like, yo, I'm here. Like, where you at? So, he opens the door. And y'all, like, he was fine. I want to say he was like a good 5'10". Nice body. He didn't have abs or nothing. Like, it was just like he had like a flat stomach and like good chest, and he had some muscles, and he was a little taller than me. I'm like, okay, I like that. Dark skin, and he smelled good. I was like, okay, smell real masculine, was smelling good. He had dreads, but it wasn't like the type of dreads that's like all the way down. Like, he was like creating them still, like, so they was kind of like down here. So I'm like, okay, like, he fine, cute. He had a nice little set of teeth. We come in, I sit on the couch, he go in the kitchen, he like, oh, I was also cooking. I'm like, how the fuck was you in the shower, but also cooking?
I did not see her on the sheet. If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay. What the fuck is this?
Y'all, I don't even remember what the fuck he was cooking, but it was something that was like in the oven. So I'm like, okay, cool. He like, you hungry? I'm like, no, I'm good. I was kind of hungry, but I wasn't gonna tell him I was hungry because I don't really like eating at everybody's house. Plus, this is low-key me and this guy first time meeting. So what I think is, so I'm like, I'm not trying to eat nothing he making. Nothing personal. It's just, me. I just don't eat at everybody's house because motherfuckers can't be trusted. So, I'm on my phone. He take what he got out the oven, come sit on the couch with me. So he like, so how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. How are you? He like, I'm doing well. Blah, blah, blah. Grandma out of town. I'm like, oh, you live with your grandma? He like, yeah, but she out right now. So I'm like, okay, cool. So what's up? He like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, shit, like, what's up with you? Like, pull that motherfucker out. Like, pull it out. Because, like, I was trying to suck on it.
You had no right to throw his phone and break his property, even though...
So, y'all, he pulled it out. It's on soft. He's, I want to say, on soft, it was giving, like, a good 3 inches. I'm like, okay. So, I'm sucking him up, y'all. As I'm sucking this man up, like, really going in, like, this man, his dick is getting bigger, bigger, and bigger. It's getting to the point where I'm like, oh. And I ain't gonna lie, like, when you suck dick when it's soft and then you let it get hard in your mouth, that shit got hot. So that's what I was doing. But as I'm sucking, I'm just like, okay, when is this motherfucker finna stop? Because it's getting to the point where I'm like, I'm not going all the way down on it no more. Like, it's big as shit. So I'm sucking and sucking and sucking. And bitch, when I tell you it was so fucking big, I kid y'all not. This man dick was 12 fucking inches. And so when it finally get rock hard to the point like, y'all, like, I'm only making it halfway, bitch, at this point. Like, it was giving, like, pathetic. Like, I was embarrassed. I'm like, my head is never this trash. So what the fuck is going on? So, I finally stopped sucking at it and I'm grabbing it at the base and I'm looking at it and I'm just like, damn, what the fuck? He like, what? I'm like, how big is your dick? He like, 12 inches. Like, why you acting like that? I showed you, my news. And I'm like, dude, like, the dick pic that I got, it didn't look like this. I'm like, was that actually your dick? He like, yeah, like, look. And I'm looking like, it's his dick. But, like, from the camera angle and how it was, like, laying, it didn't look like it was 12 motherfucking inches, bitch. So I'm just like. So I'm just like, yo, like, your dick is really 12 inches. He like, yeah. I'm like, no, ain't no way. Like, bitch, I just don't believe it. He like, yeah, for real. And so I'm just like, can we measure it? And he like, you want to measure my dick? I'm like, yes, I want to measure it. So y'all, like, he get like this little, it was like a tape measuring, but he had like this measurer that's not like, you can like, it was flimsy. I'm trying to think what's the name of it. It don't actually come out. It's already just out. It's like a, bitch, why am I drawing a blank? You know how like if you go get a suit made, the tailor, measure you with a little string measurer, like, it was like one of those. So we get that and y'all, like, as we measuring it, I suck him off a little bit more so he could get back to like his original hard state. So once I get him back to his hard state, I'm measuring it. Y'all, it was a little bit over 12 inches. So it wasn't even like it was 12 inches itself. So I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? He like, yeah. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me you was 12 inches? He like, well, I thought like you saw my dick pic. And at that point, like, we wasn't even horny no more. Well, at least I wasn't horny no more. I'm like, so how is it living with this big dick? Like, how did you get this shit? Like, is it natural? Like, bitch, I'm just asking all types of questions at this point. He like, yeah, like, my dick is just this big. And I'm just like, for real? Because, I was doubting because I'm just like, I ain't never seen a dick this big. Because before him, I want to say the biggest I done ever seen was probably like a 9.5. So this shit was just too fucking big. Like, it was on real big. Like, it was heavy. It was big as shit. Like, that ass, like, y'all, 12 inches is big. Motherfuckers really like, y'all see how big this shit is? Oh, bitch. That's big. Bitch. Bitch, no shade, but who is taking that? Who is taking a dick like that? No shade, for real. Let's be for real. So as I'm asking him questions and everything, I'm like, also like, what school did you go to? Because like, you look familiar. He like, I do. I'm like, yeah, you look familiar. I just can't put my finger on it. So he tell me his high school. I'm like, okay, I didn't really go to that high school. He tell me his middle school. I didn't go to that middle school. But then when he said the elementary, I'm like, oh shit, I know you from elementary school. Because we had went to Farragut. Oh, that school, I'm not really going to talk about it, but like, we had went to that same school, elementary school. And that's where I knew him from. And I'm like, damn, like, we really grown, like. So it got to the point where I'm like, how is life? How is everything doing? He like, well, like, yo, you see, I'm here. Like, y'all, he was bugged that he didn't really want to answer my questions. And he like, so can we get back to what we was doing? Like, let's fuck. He started kissing on my neck. And I'm just like, I'll be honest with you. I ain't no pro bottom. And I'm not about to sit here and just take no 12-inch dick. Because that's too fucking much. He like, I understand. See, that's my problem. Like, I can't fuck nobody how I really want to fuck people because, my dick too big. And I'm like, shit, like, I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful to look at. I'm trying to cheer him up because it sounds like he got a little sad over that after he said that, like, in his tone and in his face. And I'm just like, no shade. Like, you should probably start an OnlyFans because, like, not everybody is walking around with, like, a 12-inch peen, okay? This is a phenomenon. Like, make you OnlyFans, you probably make hella money and get you a Twitter something. You feel me? Like, I'm over here trying to hype him up. He was like, nah, this shit is a curse. He like, see, even you don't want to fuck now. And I'm just like, look, let's just jerk off because I'm gonna be real, like, sucking on this motherfucker is strenuous and it's gonna hurt. Like, my jaw gonna get tired too quick. I'm like, you wanna just jerk off? He like, okay, cool. I'm like, you got some lube? He don't even got no lube, y'all. So he goes and get like some baby oil, and we using that. I put baby oil on his dick. He put baby oil on my dick. We stroking each other, looking at each other, saying nasty shit. Then we started kissing while we stroking. Like y'all, it was good. Like, it was giving like we was in a relationship for a second. Like, I kind of lost where I was. I'm like, damn, this shit is hot.
This shit is getting hot. Mm-hmm.
So about after like a good, 5 minutes of, us stroking each other, like, my arms starting to get tired because this is a big ass dick. So I'm over here just really like working the whole thing. Oh my god damn, like, even just jerking this motherfucker off is hard. Like, god damn. So, at this point I'm like, I'm getting close because I was. And plus, I'm like, let me see if he getting close too. After I say I'm getting close, he like, me too. I started busting. And as I'm busting, he kind of like gets up and starts sucking me off, like cleaning up my nut. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, y'all, like, I'm on here kind of like trying to fight his head, like, cause he like, at this point, like, I nutted, like, calm down, like, how you gonna go all out when I'm nutting? Like, at this point, like, my dick is too sensitive. I'm like, ooh, okay, stop. So he stopped. It's cum kind of like on the side of his mouth, and I'm kind of nasty, and I ain't gonna lie. So we started kissing again, and I cleaned it off. I do. I'm nasty. So we started kissing again, and y'all, at this point, he jerking himself off because I'm just too tired. I get on top of him while he jerking himself off, arm reached around me, and while we kissing, he like nuts on my ass. And y'all, we start laughing after we get done. It's like, huh? I'm like, damn, it got awkward because like, okay, we just nutted, like, now what? I'm like, okay, well, I end up making up this lie, like, I gotta go, I got something to do in the morning. He like, oh yeah, me too, same. It was nice meeting you, hope we see each other again. I'm like, yeah, me too. So, clean up. I put on my clothes, he put on his clothes, now it's time to go. Y'all leave, and I'm gonna say the next time we was trying to hook up, this motherfucker asked me for some money, talking about, oh, I'm stuck out here, could you send me like $20? And I was like, I got turned off. I'm like, bum. So I'm sorry, but that's what I was thinking. I'm just like, look, I don't like that. I don't like when motherfuckers ask me for coin. I'm like, who the fuck? No. So y'all end up blocking him after that, because I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we barely even know each other like that, and you asking me for some coin? It just gave, like, bum-ass bitch. Like, nah. Plus, I was talking to a bunch of other dudes, so I was really quick to block him, because I'm like, look, it wasn't even that good anyway. Like, y'all, pretty much moral of the story, Bigger is really not always better, okay? It's really not. Don't get me wrong. Looking at a big dick it's good to look at. It's like, wow, like it just looks so magnificent. But bitch, ain't nobody taking that shit. Like, all my, average or smaller men, y'all need to be proud, okay? Because ain't nobody really didn't. That's a curse. Don't nobody want a 12-inch dick. It's too much. It's unreasonable, okay? Ain't nobody taking that. If you are taking that, I'm not even gonna say it, but y'all know. Y'all know. But that will conclude this story time. If you made through this whole story time, I love you. And go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'll catch you on another Prime Time.